everybody, welcome back to this channel. Now for today's video we are going to be looking at some movie franchises that are my personal favourite. So I've pulled 5 of my all-time favourite movie franchises. I'm going to go through them, tell you a little bit about why I like them so much, and then at the end of the video I will pass it over to you guys and you guys can tell me what ones you adore. So without further ado, let's go and look at some movie franchises, baby. First one, these are in no particular order, I love them all equally, but first one is the Scream franchise. So this one is something that's very influential to me. These movies have I've grown up with. I watched the first one when I was much too young, and in doing so I was still developing kind of like my personality, and I owe Scream, the first one, so much for who I am today. It helped shape my personality, it helped shape my humour. A lot of that I get from the first Scream, and it's just because I watched it so many times growing up and I just absolutely adored it. I couldn't think of anything better to do than just watch Scream, and that carried on throughout all of them. Okay, even the ones that aren't amazing, I still have such a big kick out of watching every single one. I think they're all cool, all fun in their own way. Granted, some are better than the others, but I will always just have such a special place in my heart for this franchise, and no matter how many they do in the future, no matter how bad they get, I will always have some sort of love for them, and as long as I can continue to find the fun in them, I will always have Scream as one of my favourite movie franchises for that particular reason. The next one I'm going to be talking about is Saw. So the Saw franchise is definitely one of those movie franchises that as it's gone on, maybe it should have been killed off. You know, maybe it's gone by its best before date, let's just say that. But the Saw 10, the latest one, I thought was a return to form. I thought it was absolutely fantastic and one of my favourites. You know, compared to the original ones, it's one of my favourites out of the franchise. And again, I feel like the first movie is so underappreciated. I feel like it gets a bad rap by what the rest of the movies became, because Saw, the first one, is very much like a crime thriller. It reminds me very much of Seven, and you don't see much of the gore, much of the torture. It had a fantastic gripping storyline, one that I remember when I first watched, I had no idea what that twist was going to be. I just could not plan that, you know, I could not see that coming, and it just left me just shocked and just speechless, and it was fantastic. And then as they kind of went on and on and on, they got more and more torture first, then story second, but I still have a great time with them all. And I think it's one of those franchises that if you're undecided on what to show to like a group of people, like if you've got like friends over and no one can decide what to watch, put on a Saw movie, because they're 9 times out of 10 they're going to be fun, and that's what you kind of go to see these movies for now, is just fun, just madness, and it delivers on all of them. I really enjoy every single one of them. I will always go back and rewatch them when I want to have something I can kind of turn my mind off at and just have fun, and I will go to the Saw movies, and yeah, they are just some of my personal favourites out there. The next one is Alien, so the Alien franchise. You notice a lot of horror in this list. So the Alien franchise, I remember seeing the first one when I was younger and falling in love with it, and I remember seeing the second one and not actually connecting with it. I didn't like it that much. The second one is very much more actiony, James Cameron, more action horror than the first one, which was more out and out survival horror. And you know, I just love horror, so I was very much like, I don't like the second one. Then I re-watched the whole series when I got older, and I appreciate and fell in love with the second one. I think it's fantastic and possibly one of the best, maybe one of the best sci-fi kind of action romps you got. It's just so fun and just so cool to witness. And even Alien 3 and Resurrection, they ain't great, they're not the greatest movies, but I still find something in each of them that I really connect to and really enjoy and have some fun with. And then Prometheus, I really loved. I thought it was super unique. I think it got a bad rap when it came out because I think people were expecting more of the same, and this is very much its own take, and I loved it. Alien Covenant, again, not the greatest story. It does some questionable things to some characters that you think, why did they do that? But at the heart of it, it's still got some great special effects in it, some great gore, some great scares, and just like some memorable moments that were just fun and just fun to watch. And then the latest one, Romulus. If The Substance hadn't come out last year, Romulus would have been my favourite movie of the year. It was just so much fun. It was like I was a little kid again going to see a big budget movie at the cinema. Like, it has brought so much joy to me seeing just space and just them mixing horror and action together perfectly. It was a perfect love child of aliens and Alien together, and it was just absolutely incredible. So yeah, the Alien franchise is one that I just adore. I've not watched Alien vs Predator, so I can't comment on that one, but yeah, I'm very much excited to see where they go now with the Alien franchise. I wanted to include like some superheroes in here. Now, I'm not going to say the MCU because the MCU is such a blanket term, but I'm going to pick the X-Men franchise because that really was what I grew up on. Like, the X-Men animated show, I used to watch it Saturday mornings at like 10 a.m. I used to get, celebrate not having to go to school by watching some X-Men. Then the actual live action movies, the original trilogy, I remember when it came out and seeing it at the cinema and just being mesmerised and just thinking how cool they all were. It was such a cool movie with their black outfits and stuff. It was so cool. And then thinking that we didn't need like the look of them when they were younger, and just going to see First Class and just falling in love with seeing just their stories evolve and just seeing, a fantastic cast. And I really feel like James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender were perfect. Xavier's and Eric's, like, they were so good. And to some extent as well, Jennifer Lawrence, before we went into Apocalypse, where you could tell she just didn't want to be in the franchise anymore. She was a great Mystique, especially in Days of Future Past. Like, she was great in that movie. And Days of Future Past is my favourite comic book movie ever. I think it's just perfect in my opinion. Granted, Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse, they ain't the greatest. Dark Phoenix especially, it's very much of like a dark stain on the franchise, but I still have fun with, like, I still can watch them and just turn my brain off and just have some fun and get a kick out of it. So yeah, X-Men is up there as well. And then rounding off my top 5, it is Mission Impossible. Now, the Mission Impossible franchise is one of the rare cases of each installment betters up, like, just elevates the franchise, and they get better and better and better with each installment. And you don't get that, especially not when you think about how long it's been running for. The first one was what, early 90s, I want to say, and just to now this year we're gonna probably, I believe, is it the final one that we're gonna get? I'm very sad. I don't want to see it because it's the final one, but I just can't wait to see what they're going to do. And all of this comes down to Tom Cruise. Now, say what you like about him as a person, his commitment to filmmaking and commitment to this character and just making these movies for cinema, like, it's incredible. And that's the joys of, that's why they're so good, is because you can see how much passion and love and hard work he puts into it, and you just go there and you want to see him try and kill himself to get the next best shot in cinema, and it's just incredible. And for me personally, Fallout is one of the best action movies out there. It's pretty much a perfect action movie. It hits so many great beats, the characterizations are fantastic, the score is amazing, and just, yeah, Mission Impossible as a whole, I absolutely adore. And that is a franchise that cinema will miss when they stop making them, because it is definitely a franchise that you go and see at the cinema, and it's like a big spectacle. It's incredible. But there you have it. Those are my 5 favourite ones. I do enjoy other franchises, but these are the ones that I will always continuously love, and no matter how bad they get, I will always defend them. I will always enjoy them and love them. Comment down below what ones you love. What are your favourite movie franchises? I will have them in the comments below. Also comment below what you want to see me do for future live streams. I enjoy doing the Oscar live stream, so I want to do a weekly live stream on like a Saturday where we can just look through maybe the week ahead in film and do some trailer reactions and stuff like that and talk about what we've seen that past week. But yeah, if you have anything you want to see me do, then comment down below, and then when I figure out what I'm doing in times and schedules, I'll post it onto my Instagram as well as my community post here. Speaking of Instagram, follow me there and also here as well for everything to do with my movies and my movie collection. That's the place to be. And also give this video a like and subscribe. We are just flying away with subscribers at the moment. We're on, as of filming this, 117. It could be up, to be fair, than that. And yeah, it fills me so much joy. So thank you so much for your love and support. It means a lot. But thank you so much for watching. I have been Sophia Margaritelli. Ciao, ciao. I'll see you at the next one.